Hi and welcome to a deck tech video, or a card review, or a video in general about how to potentially evaluate cards, you could say. So the topic of this video today is Nathan Drake Treasure Hunter. For 1 red, 1 black, 1 blue, a Grixis color identity, free CMC, you get a free 2 legendary creature human rogue with first strike. You may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast spells you don't own or activate abilities of permanent you control but don't own. Then, whenever Nathan Drake attacks, exile the top card of each player's library. You may cast a spell from among those cards. So he is basically a thief commander, a value engine that relies on combat, where you attack and take cards from your opponents, in sense creating some form of card draw from the command zone, with a free color identity and a very low CMC. Grixis color identity too, by the way, which is really good. So he has a lot of stuff going for him, and on paper, in theory, he sounds good and great and should be cEDH viable. So I actually built a deck list for him just in theory, and link in the description below of this video if you wanna take a look at it. But here's the big problem. If you wanna build him and take him to a tournament, you're going to compete with the other potential options. Nathan Drake being a value engine, a value commander, so to say, a card drawing commander. Kefka, the court mage, literally does the exact same thing, little bit more expensive but better. Drawing cards from your own deck is better than getting random cards from your opponents that you might not synergize with. Also, Kefka in general is going to give you more value compared to Nathan that is only going to give you 1. And sometimes that 1 might not even be something you want to cast in the end. Tymna and Crom also comes with a huge card drawing capability, but also with the color identity of white, which is going to improve you quite a lot, giving you access to things like Silence, Enlightened Tutor, and Sevin's Reclamation. But there's one more commander we definitely need to look at too: Rogsai, Silias, and Rograk. Here we're skipping the entire value engine from the command zone, and we're focused more towards just turbo, victory fast, and win games here and now. So Nathan Drake basically has better options instead of Nathan Drake as other commanders, so to say. That is just, it's better to play those instead of this guy. Another way to evaluate this card is looking at other options that are basically doing the exact same thing but are objectively better. Kottis the Fang Keeper. I personally really like this commander. He's really cool and honestly really fun, and sometimes he actually succeeds in winning a game here and there. So whenever this guy deals combat damage to a player, exile the top X cards of your library, where X is the amount of damage dealt. You may cast any number of spells with mana value X or less from among them without paying their mana cost. So he is a big Voltron thief value engine commander in the command zone with Sultai color identities, which is weaker compared to Grixis, but the concept here is scalable. You see, you can equip Conqueror's Flail to Kottis, the Fang Keeper, or just increase his power attack more, so to say. And when you do, you're drawing more cards from your opponents and you're casting more expensive stuff as well. Nathan Drake can't do that. He's limited to only 1 each turn. And here comes a huge problem in the tournament environment of cEDH and just the very high turbo fast metagame in general that we have, that the turn count is really low, as you can see here. The games in general ends quite fast. So the amount of triggers from Nathan Drake you're going to have isn't going to be that many, so to say. So he's going to like give you maybe 2 triggers per game, and that's really weak. Where Kottis the Fang Keeper is going to give you an equal amount of triggers each game, but when he does, he's giving you more value on average from each individual very low amount of triggers. And if we take a look at Kottis the Fang Keeper's tournament performance from statistics, we can see that Cottis the Fankeeper from cEDH tournaments has a win rate of 5.56% and 5 tournament entries. So he's not popular in cEDH tournaments, and yeah, he hasn't been doing great in them either. And if Cottis had been performing really bad inside cEDH tournaments, then Nathan Drake is going to perform even worse. So as a finalized verdict, Commander is bad, don't play it in cEDH tournaments. Yeah, stay away from that. However, you could play him inside bracket 3 potentially, or bracket 2, or I don't know. If you have a game, a meta game, where you have more turns in general, then yeah, he could kinda work out. But in that case, I still think that Cottis, the Fankeeper, is still just better. Unless you really want to play Grixis. The simple answer here is that power creep is a thing, and because of that he is basically pushed out of this game, more or less. But I have built a cEDH, or not cEDH, but a bracket, yeah, a competitive bracket free deck list in the description below of this video as well, if you actually really want to play him. I think he fits better in a budget restriction, a lower power level setting, bracket free, he should be fine. So link down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Even though the Commander got a very sad verdict, you should still play what you think you enjoy. If you wanna play Grixis and you wanna steal cards from your opponents, then yeah, this is something you should try to improve as much as you can. I'm just saying, I don't think it's gonna be great. But whatever makes you happy, go for it. Take care guys, and I'll see you in the next one.